This message is for Richard Branson and his PR team, and I just want to offer my sincere apologies. I was contacted by the PR team regarding my comments about Richard Branson being in the Epstein files on my podcast, The Bituation Room, and I said this. Richard Branson, a big Democratic donor, former Virgin Air owner,
Also island owner.
advising Epstein on how to make a comeback after being a convicted child sex trafficker. And then they, doing just incredible handiwork there and name searching, emailed me and said, "Hello, I'm reaching out from the Virgin Group regarding yesterday's episode, which referenced Richard Branson at 27:56. Not that they're keeping track. We understand the reference to Richard was brief. We felt it important to place our full statement on the record, and then a little bit of light threats, and then any contact Richard and Joan Branson had with Epstein took place only a few occasions more than 12 years ago, limited to group or business settings, such as charity or a tennis event. When Epstein offered a charity donation, the Bransons asked their team to carry out due diligence before accepting the donation, which uncovered serious allegations. As a result of what the due diligence uncovered, Virgin Unite did not take the donation, and Richard and Joan decided not to meet or speak with Epstein again. Had they had the full picture and information, there would have been no contact whatsoever. Richard believes that the Epstein's actions were abhorrent and supports the right to justice for many of his victims." And I just really appreciate that. I, for one, I believe him after this statement. So just in case you were wondering, this Richard Branson, who emailed with Jeffrey Epstein in 2013, is clearly a different Richard Branson. Notice there's no sir, so it's definitely not the same Richard Branson, because this Richard Branson actually seemed to know of the allegations and sort of suggests, I think if Bill Gates was willing to say you were a brilliant advisor to him, you slipped up many years ago sleeping with a 17-and-a-half-year-old girl, and were punished for it, that you've more than learnt your lesson and have done nothing wrong that's against the law. And since, yes, as a single man, you seem to have a penchant for women, there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, something along those lines. And obviously, this is someone who's clearly trying to get Jeffrey Epstein out of a little bit of a bind there. And this Richard Branson also says, "It was really nice seeing you yesterday. The boys in water sports can't stop speaking about it. Anytime you're in the area, would love to see you, as long as you bring your harem." Yeah, this other, again, different Richard Branson clearly knew what was going on. And of course, I replied, and I said, "Sure, I will ask the harem to add it to the show notes." Bitch.